Hi everyone, I'm Amy and welcome to your lower body blast. For today's workout, you will need some weights. We're going to focus on endurance for the first round, so you could go a little lighter with your weights. And then the second and third round are quicker rounds. So you could go a little heavier since we're only going to spend 45, 30 seconds on each move. So I'll start with my 10s and then 15s and then 20s, depending it could be different for everyone depending on your fitness level. We have 6 exercises and we'll go through each one 60 seconds and then 45 and then 30. And I'll show modifications along the way. So we'll get started with our warm up first. Yeah, and you also need some bands too. So if you have multiple bands and you don't know which one is heavier or lighter resistance or easier or harder, the lighter the color, the brighter, the lighter the color. So yellow, red, green, those are lighter resistance. And then the darker the color, purple, blue, black, those are heavier resistance, just to give you an idea. And you don't have to use weights for this exercise, for this workout. You could, you don't have to use weights, you don't have to use bands. Let's just come into some nice, easy body weight squats. So feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart. And we're just going as low as we comfortably can. Again, we're just still warming up. So with or without weights, with or without bands, you'll still get a great workout in. Okay, and then we'll come into some lunges. So feet hip distance apart. And then you'll take a big lunge forward and then switch legs. Come back to the center and switch. Then let's add some arms. So feet hip distance apart, reach up overhead, lunge forward, arms come down, bring them in, bring them out, and then back to the center. I know it's mainly lower body focused, but still want to warm up the arms. We'll still be using our arms to lift the weights too. Okay, let's do one more on each leg. Okay, then we'll come into some inchworms. So we'll inch our way out into a plank. And then let's take a big lunge forward with the right foot. Right foot steps to the outside of the right leg. Hold here, that back knee can drop to the floor if you need. Reach the right arm up. Back to the center. Plank. Let's come into downward dog. And back to your plank. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Back knee can come down if you need it. And left arm reaches up. Okay, then we'll come into downward dog. Step back to the plank, lift the hips up. And inch your way back. Okay, then we'll come into some lateral lunges. Step to the side and switch. You can add a hop if you'd like. So the lunging knee will be bent and then that other leg is straight. And then also keeping that front knee, that knee behind the toes. So hips go back. Okay, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll come into some jumping jacks. And scissors, front and back, pumping the arms and legs. And back down to a march. All right, now we're warmed up, stretched out. We're ready for round one. Performing each exercise for 60 seconds. First one, alternating between a squat and a squat jump. So, since it's a whole minute, I'm going to use my 10-pounder, my lighter weight, but alternating between a squat jump and a weighted squat. Now, you don't have to put the weight down. You can keep it in your hand the whole time. I like to put it down in between each one. Going in 10. Ready, set, go. So a whole 60 seconds. All right, we're about halfway, 30 seconds to go. Ten, 9. Okay, next move. One dumbbell in each hand. You're in a short stance, a short lunge. Pulse 3 times and then switch legs. 20, we're going in 3, 2. So 3, 2, 1, switch. And when you're landing, try to land on the front heel. Try not to land on the front toes. Then your knees will move forward and it's not good for the knees. So try to land on the heels. Drive through the front heel. Nine, 8, 7. Okay, lateral lunge to a squat. One weight at the chest. Lunge to the side, narrow squat, feet together, other side. Ready, set, go. Remember, hinge at the hip. Keep the hips back, shift the weight to the heels. Hey, 20 seconds to go. Ten, 9, 8. Okay, hip bridge. Single leg hip bridge, 3 pulses and then switch legs. You have the dumbbell, the weight on the hips. 3, 2, 1, all the way down, switch. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. So make sure the heels are nice and close to the glutes. Tiptoe those heels close. And come all the way down, switch legs, drive through that heel. Maybe the toes even release up off the floor. More than halfway done, 20 seconds to go. All right, and some knee repeaters, knee drive. 1 dumbbell at the chest, just repeat that same knee. We'll switch halfway, we'll switch in 30 seconds. Stay low. Lunge, knee, lunge, knee. Remember that weight is in the front foot, front heel. 40 to go. Halfway. Oh, switch legs. We can go an extra few seconds. 3, 2, 1. And then our last one, split lunge jump. Feet together, split jump. Option, have the weights. Or good old regular lunges. Thirty to go. Remember your options. 15 to go. That completes the first round. Time for a water break. That was not easy. I know, I'm feeling it too. I'm like, well, first of all, the bands. So, round 2, 45 seconds. If you have bands, you can bring the band above the knees. And we'll go through those same exercises. Squat jumps, the pulsing lunge, switch. So not a whole minute this time. We're all downhill from here. Let me I'm gonna add the band, but stick to 10 pounds. Okay, round 2. It's that squat to the squat jump. Going in 10. Here we go. And another option, you can do a heel raise. Squat, instead of a squat jump, heel raise. Ten to go. All right, it's that triple pulse, short stance, lunge, and then switch. So you're in a short stance, not a big lunge, but a shorter stance. So 3, 2, 1, and then switch. Option to add that jump. Final seconds. Okay, a lateral lunge to that narrow squat in the center. One weight at your chest. All right, about 10 seconds to go. Hip bridge. 3 pulses, single leg, and then switch. Heels nice and close to the glute. All right, about 10 seconds to go. Keep those hips lifted high. Each rep, lifting higher and higher. There you go. All right, it's our knee drive, the knee repeater. We'll switch at 22.5. Here we go. Okay, switching in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, switch legs. Final seconds. Split lunge jump. Going in 10. Last move. Oh. Out. To go. More than halfway. Ooh. Finish with round 2. One more time through.
Was I supposed to not raise my weights if I use the band? Because oh my god, I did both.
Oh really? I'm feeling it. I'm at like an 8 on a scale of 1 to 10. A 10 is like exerting yourself really hard. I kept the weight the same, 10 pounds. My
I'm and I'm rethinking that decision.
Yeah. Well, I'm actually kind of thinking about going up in weight for this last round since it's only 30 seconds.
Yeah, all right. You're doing the band too?
Yeah. Finish strong. My house is really hot too. We haven't turned the AC on. And it's like, we do have a fan, one of those standing fans, but I should have brought it down. I was thinking about the fan. I think I would feel better if it was a little cooler in here. It's okay, one more round. Only 30 seconds for each move. Okay. It's alternating between a squat and a squat jump. Only 30 seconds for each move. Okay, here we go. We're alternating between a squat and a squat heel raise. Instead of jumping, and as you're squatting, keep the knees pressing out wide, because I know that band wants to bring you in. Use those abductors. Okay. Lunge. 3 pulses, jump switch. 3, 2, 1, switch. Time to go. I forgot to increase the weight. Knee drive, no, side lateral lunge to a narrow squat. Here we go. Final seconds. Hip bridge. single leg hip bridge. 3 pulses, ready, set, go. Weights on the hip. All right, it's our knee repeater. I'm not gonna use my band, but I'll keep the weight. We'll switch in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, switch. Whew. 30 seconds of those split lunge jumps, and we'll be all done. Or you can step. Fifteen. Whew. One and done. Awesome job. High five. Very good. March it off, sip of water. We're gonna cool down for a couple minutes. Slowly bring the heart rate back down. All right. Side step, side to side. March it here. March the feet wide. Bring them back in. Bring them back wide. Back in. Back wide. Plant the feet here. Shift your weight to one side. And we'll come back up. Pivot on our feet. Come into a lunge, facing the side wall. Reach the arms up. Bend the elbows. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then sinking in to that hip flexor. All right, let's take a half step in with the back foot. Shift your hips back. These front toes point up. Reach for the toes. And then plant that front foot down, stretching the tops of the feet, the shins. Roll yourself up. Face the front of the room, feet wide. And then we'll switch to the other side. Okay, let's face the other side wall. In that lunge position. Reach the arms up. Bend the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then sinking down into that lunge, that hip flexor. All right, take a half step in with that back foot. Shift your hips back, reach for the front toes. Plant the front foot down, roll yourself up. Okay. Open the chest, and then interlace the hands. Reach forward. Reach the arms up overhead and to the side. And then on the opposite foot, you can step back to deepen the stretch in those hips, adductors. Then back to the center. And lean to the other side. Back to the center. And then quad stretch. If you hold on to your ear, that can help with balance. Or wall. Pressing the knees together to deepen the stretch. And then we'll switch. And release. Let's take a deep breath in, reach the arms up, and then exhale. Let go. Let's do one more. And you are finished. Nice work today. Hope you enjoyed this lower body blast. It's my pleasure leading you through this workout. Thank you for joining.
Thank you, Amy. It was great.
You're welcome. Thanks for joining. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.